Be something we do. Miami University is where today's students become tomorrow's leaders. Visit miamioh.edu.
Between the Reds and Kansas City Royals. Now, with all the play-by-play, here's Tommy Throw.
All right, thanks a lot. Yet another beautiful night for baseball. Clear skies overhead as the Reds and Royals wrap things up. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. They're presented to you by St. Elizabeth Healthcare and the Young Family Cancer Center, a regional leader in cancer care. Start your cancer game plan today at stelizabeth.com/Reds. And we begin with the visiting Royals, managed by Matt Quattraro. They are 23-38 at 15 games under 500, the most they've been under the 500 mark this year. Leading off, the catcher, Carter Jensen. Batting second, the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Vinny Pasquantino plays first base and hits third. Hitting fourth, the designated hitter, Salvador Perez. Jack Caglione will play right field and hit fifth. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Isaac Collins. Michael Massey's at second base, hitting seventh. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Nick Lofton. And the center fielder, Kyle Isbell, hits ninth. Stephen Kolick starts on the mound for the Royals. Now for Terry Francona's Reds, trying to win back-to-back ball games here. The Reds a couple of games over 500, 31-29. Leading off, the center fielder, Blake Dunn. The left fielder, J.J. Bleday, hits second. Batting third, the first baseman, Sal Stewart. Nathaniel Lowe will DH and hit fourth. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Spencer Steers at second base. He hits sixth. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Will Benson. Tyler Stevenson will catch and hit eighth. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Matt McClain. Chase Burns starts on the mound for the Reds. Again for the Royals, Jansen, Witt, Pasquantino, Perez, Caglione, Collins, Massey, Lofton, and Isbell, with Kolick pitching for the Reds. Dunn, Bleday, Stewart, Lowe, Suarez, Steer, Benson, Stevenson, and McClain. Burns pitching. Pleased as always to be joined by the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley. I'm Tommy Throw. Great to be with you tonight as the Reds go for the series victory. Cowboy, they've got the right guy on the mound, and Chase Burns. He certainly made a pretty good bid to be pitcher of the month in the National League. Understandable why he didn't win that award, but you can't do a whole lot more than what he did.
Yeah, 4-0 with a 1.19 ERA in his 5 starts spanning 30-plus innings. Burns has been he's been as good as anybody else in baseball. I would throw him up there with any of the big names that you can come up with, even Christopher Sanchez, who hadn't given up a run, it seems like, in a year. But I tell you what, Burns, he had a couple of extra days off. He's probably going to feel a little bit live tonight, and that's a good thing.
Reds and Royals, hope you enjoy. Let's play. First ball swinging, Carter Jensen lifts one in the air, left center field. It'll slice to J.J. Bleday coming over from left. He'll make the catch. One pitch, one out. We'll take that all night long. Tonight's game starting right on time, 7:10 first pitch, presented by Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together. Our TempStar game time temperature tonight on a very, very comfortable night for baseball, 79 degrees. Get complete home comfort with a TempStar heating and cooling system. Find your local TempStar dealer at tempstar.com. The pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. is off the outside corner. Bobby Witt 0 for 3 last night. Reds have done a pretty good job of him in this series. He's just 1 for 6. Among the league's hit leaders, 68 hits on the season for Bobby Witt Jr. Slider in the dirt outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes on the right-handed hitting shortstop.
You look at the runs that have been scored against Chase Burns over the last month or so. They've all come via the home run. 3 solo shots, 1 2-run homer.
2-0 pitch off the outside corner. It's a 3-ball, no strike count on Bobby Witt Jr. The Reds have been really careful with Witt in this series. Now, he only has the 1 hit. He has walked a few times, and he's ahead in the count here, 3-0. Burns into his windup, 3-0 pitch, and he walked him. Missed down and away with a fastball, and after the 1 pitch out of Carter Jensen, a walk to Bobby Witt Jr., and the Royals have a 1-out base runner. Now Vinny Pasquantino. On the year, Burns is making his 12th start. He's 7-1. A 1.96 ERA, 64 innings logged so far with 72 strikeouts. He has walked 20. And as Cowboy mentioned, the home runs have maybe been the lone hiccup, 8 of them allowed.
He's been tremendous.
The right-hander turns, fires to first, checking on Witt. He's back in head first.
And not only is Chase Burns 7-1, but most of those wins have come in dire circumstances for the Reds where they just had their backs against the wall and they needed it in the worst way, and this kid has come up smelling like a rose.
Left-handed hitting Vinny Pasquantino at the plate. 27 home runs out of the 3-hole last year. He's sitting on 5 home runs this year. The pitch to Pasquantino is a strike on the outside corner. It just hasn't gone as well for him this season for him. 208, 26 RBIs, 0 for 5 last night with a strikeout.
You wonder if the World Baseball Classic and how well Italy did and his part that he played in that maybe took a little energy out of him. And then you start the season, instead of it you ramping up in spring training, you start the season on a high note. You come back and you start the season kind of in the doldrums because you don't have that same kind of atmosphere. That works that way sometimes.
0-2 the count on Pasquantino. Right-hander sets ready, and the 0-2 pitch. And it's in the dirt. Good block by Stevenson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We talked about Burns probably feeling really good coming into this start. Is that something you feed off of as a pitcher, or do you have to fight that a little bit?
I think in the first inning you're probably fighting it a little bit. You can see the breaking ball was drilled right into the dirt well in front of home plate.
1-2 pitch, and Pasquantino again watches a slider in the dirt in front of home.
You love the adrenaline, and you love the way that your arm feels when you get a couple of extra days. But the problem that comes with that is you lose that little bit of touch at the end. So the breaking ball breaks too sharp. The fastball has a tendency to ride more than what you normally would have, and you have to rein that in.
Pick to first again, checking on Witt, but he's back in safely with a head-first dive.
It's not as difficult for a veteran starting pitcher because somewhere along the line that veteran has had that a time or two. When you're a rookie, it's a little different.
Pasquantino, hands held high at first, then he brings him down. Witt's running. The pitch swung on, and it is cranked to right field. It is deep down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. Fair ball into the Royals bullpen. Pasquantino drills one out of here. A 2-run home run, and the Royals have an early 2-0 lead.
Well, Pasquantino went with the percentages. He's thrown 2 breaking balls in the dirt. Surely he's not going to try that again. He's going to try to heat me up. He did, and Pasquantino was ready.
So the Royals have an early 2-0 lead, and the pitch was up. It looked to be out of the strike zone, but Pasquantino is a big fella, and he was able to go up out of the zone and turn around 98.
Yeah, he was flat looking dead red.
And he kept it fair. Now Salvador Perez. Pitch is a slider in there for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Perez, an incredibly decorated career. He's been an All-Star 9 times, 5 Silver Sluggers, 5 Gold Gloves. He's been a World Series MVP, swing and a miss. And he's down to the count 0-2. But right now he's 38 years old. Or 36 years old, excuse me. And you kind of wonder, can he still catch up to a high-velocity fastball? Burns has thrown him 2 straight sliders. It's 0-2. Here it comes. In the dirt outside with another slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Perez.
That home run will bring you right back to earth in a hurry.
And knowing the competitor that Chase Burns is, I bet he is fuming right now. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, that's fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes, and Perez just got his bat there to that 98-mile-an-hour heater on his knuckles. Burns has gone 8 straight starts, allowing 2 runs or less. The 1-2 pitch swung on in the air. Center field going back on it. Dunn still going back. Dunn at the wall makes the catch. Boy, that ball just kept carrying. Perez got it a little better, I think, than I initially thought. But it stays in the park, and Dunn runs it down.
It was a slider down. It had some break to it, but it stayed on the plate, even though it was around mid-shin. But as you mentioned earlier, Salvador Perez is a big, strong fellow with a whole lot of experience.
Now Jack Caglione, he takes low and inside. A fastball, and the count is 1-0. You really have to give Salvador Perez a ton of credit for still being able to play at the major league level now at 36 years old with the number of games that he has caught throughout his career. The pitch is in the dirt inside. I mean,
just his pitch calling ability is enough to keep a guy for an extra couple of years, much less the fact that he can hit a ball just like he just did.
He's having a down year right now, but swinging and a miss by Caglione. The folks around Kansas City, I think, well, Salvador Perez, at some point he'll turn it around. He always has. Seems to be an ageless wonder. 2 balls, a strike on Caglione. The right-hander's 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled above the net, third base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Couple of hits in this series. He's 2 for 7, a home run, 3 RBIs. Caglione 0 for 3 last night. On base a couple of times and had a stolen base and an RBI. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with a slider down and in. And the inning is over. But the 2-run home run by Vinny Pasquantino has the Royals out to an early lead tonight. We go to the bottom of the first. Royals 2, Reds coming up on the Reds Radio Network.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
Create your dream kitchen and save big money with help from Menards. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops. We offer stylish options with durability that will last for years to come, making your countertops the center of the home. Check out our kitchen showrooms in-store or visit Menards.com and get a free design estimate today. Plus, view our weekly flyer to find all the great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
Hi, this is Tim O'Connell, Senior Vice President of Ballpark Operations at the Cincinnati Reds. From the first pitch to the final out, SBM ensures every seat shines. Our custodial teams keep ballparks spotless so fans can focus on the game and not the grime.
Blake Dunn standing in, and the first pitch from right-hander Stephen Kolek in there for a called strike. 0-1 on last night's hero. Had the game-winning hit, a little blooper into short right center field that fell in for a knock. Stephen Kolek home with the 0-1 pitch and a check swing, soft roller, and a diving stop at first. Pasquantino gives it up to the pitcher covering, and he just wins the foot race in the bag for the out. That play goes 3-1, and there's one gone here in the Reds' first inning. Well, Cowboys, Stephen Kolek is a guy that has thrown the ball awfully well for the Royals, and he's kind of in, not necessarily pressed into emergency duty, but he's in there because of injuries to their starting staff, and he's done an excellent job for them.
Yeah, he's pitched to contact. He doesn't strike out a whole lot of batters. He doesn't walk a lot, but he gets a lot of ground balls.
Now J.J. Bleday swings the first pitch. Skies one down the line, twisting into the seats, foul. And Bleday, the reigning National League Player of the Month. First time a Red has won National League Player of the Month since Joey Votto won that award back in 2021 in July. And what a month it was. Hit .301, an OPS over 1,000, 17 extra base hits. Now the pitch to Bleday, swung on and fouled to first base side. Barely got a piece of it. Tied for the National League lead in RBIs with 25. Led in slugging percentage, total bases, and that OPS that I mentioned. So it was a huge month for J.J. Bleday. He was hitless last night, 0 for 4. The right-hander Kolek brings it home. The pitch is in the dirt outside, a changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Royals got Kolek from the Padres last year at the deadline. They shipped Freddie Fermin, their catcher, that way. Got Kolek in return. Here's the 1-2, and swinging a line drive over short. Witt was playing up the middle, and Bleday hit it right over the head of the Royals shortstop into center field for a base hit.
Now that's what it takes to hit a guy like Kolek that's going to throw that sinking fastball. That pitch is down. It's probably underneath the knees at contact, but it looks like it's a hittable pitch until you swing. If you try to pull that, it's a ground ball to second base all day, every day.
Now the batter is Sal Stewart, runner at first with 1 out. The right-hander brings it home, and the pitch to Stewart is a check swing off the inside corner. 1-0 on Stewart. Stewart hitting .258, 12 home runs, and 37 batted in. The 1-0 pitch, swinging a foul right off the end of the bat, goes rolling down the steps, the far end of the Reds dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike.
When you talk about a pitcher that's a sinker slider pitcher, that's Stephen Kolek. He can sink the ball in on you to a righty, then he can throw the slider that will catch the outside corner.
1-1, too high of the fastball upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike on Sal Stewart, runner at first base with 1 away. Kolek looks in, eyeballs the sign, readies. Now the right-hander home with the 2-1 pitch, and it's a strike. Fastball pretty much right down the middle. Carter Jensen was set up on the outer half. Got a lot of the plate down around the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stewart. Kolek picks up the sign, readies. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out, slider down, and Stewart right over the top of it. First strikeout of the ball game for Kolek, and as Cowboy mentioned, he doesn't get a ton of those. He has struck out 19 in 31 innings. This is his 6th start. 3-1, 3.48 ERA. He delivers. And the first pitch is a strike on the outside corner to Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe trying to break out again. 0 for his last 8. A couple of strikeouts in there. The 0-1 pitch, and Lowe checks his swing on a cutter down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kolek had his worst start of the year his last time out. Gave up 6 runs. 4 were earned over 5 innings. That on the heels of going the distance and blanking the Mariners. Kolek home with the 1-1 pitch, and Lowe swings and fouls it over by the on-deck batter, Eugenio Suarez.
Even the 4th seam fastball from Kolek looks like it has just a bit of cut to it. I don't know if that's because you're seeing the 2-seamer with good movement away from these lefties, but that ball there looked like it was on the inside corner until impact.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Lowe. Bleday off first with 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out with the slider. Inning over. 2-0 Royals as we go to the 2nd inning here at Great American Ballpark on the Reds Radio Network. coming to bat in the second inning, leading the Reds 2-0. Hey, at Kroger, an annual Boost membership saves you up to $1,100 a year with double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and member-exclusive savings. Sign up today, Kroger.com/boost. Chase Burns back to work. Isaac Collins standing in, and he takes up and away for ball one. 1-0 on Collins. 216 with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs. Switch hitter up there left-handed and a big crouch. Hands down low, the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Brings the hands down low, then brings them right back up as he starts to go into his swing.
This is the fellow that was with the Brewers last year, right? I believe it is.
I think so. Pitch, Collins swings, sends a fly ball. Right field, on the run is Benson. And on the track, Benson is there on the edge of the track to make the catch. And Collins is retired for the first out here in the second inning. Now Michael Massey is the batter. Massey hitting .250 with 5 home runs and 18 RBIs. Burns back into his windup. First pitch on the way to Massey is swung on, and that's fouled back. 0-1 on Massey. 1 for 4 with a couple of RBIs last night. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed throwing Burns. He's into his windup in the 0-1. And he lines a base hit right toward the second base umpire, and that's on into right center field for a hit. Benson will gather it, get it back in, but Massey's aboard with a 1-out hit. The umpires tonight, Corey Blazer calls the balls and strikes behind the plate. Alex Tosey's at first base. Willie Traynor is at second. Andy Fletcher, the crew chief, at third base. Nick Lofton at the plate. Lofton hitting .216, no home runs. The pitch to Lofton is across at the knees for a strike called. 0-1. Runner on at first base with 1 man out. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. A good slider from Burns in the dirt outside. He's got Lofton down on the count 0-2. Let's look at tonight's Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of the game. Series theme remains 1976 Royals trivia. Very specific. 1976 Royals trivia. The Royals won 3 division titles in the 70s, but lost in the playoffs after each division championship winning season. 0-2 pitch to Lofton. After a long hold by Burns. Here he comes. Swinging it's fouled back, still 0-2. In how many of these seasons did the team that beat the Royals in the playoffs square off against the Reds in the World Series? A3, B2, C1. Come on. 1, I think. Pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Lofton chases down and away. So he strikes out. Actually, I think it's 1. I'm going to say C1. I don't really know. I'm saying the Yankees, though. Right-hander Burns comes set. He's ready at the belt, and the pitch to Kyle Isbell. Strike called. I see you going back in your scorebook. Do you have some notes written down there?
I have notes on all. I have a scouting report on everything I do.
What's that scouting report say right now?
There's been C4.
0-1 pitch is called a ball.
4 days in a row.
They got your challenge to call a ball.
Has it really? It's been C 4 days in a row.
So the system would suggest it ain't C.
Oh, boy. Let's see. And it was a ball low.
The call is confirmed. Cincinnati has 1 remaining challenge.
Stevenson is falling into an ABS challenge slump, if there is such a thing. It was automatic there for a while.
I'm going to say B.
That would be 2.
75 and 76 and roll the dice.
Okay, here's the 1-1 to Isbell. Low and inside. It's tough. It's a tough one. Right-hander sets ready. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air, right field, deep. Benson back on the track. He's got room to make the catch in front of the Royals bullpen. Inning over. A hit and a man left for the Royals the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Royals 2, Reds nothing on the Reds Radio Network.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds.
Keep the good times rolling all through baseball season with BetMGM, an exclusive retail sports book of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions. Visit the BetMGM Sportsbook at the banks on game days for the best Reds tailgating. And BetMGM is the best place to make your favorite baseball bets. Sign up today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park. 21 and over and present in Ohio. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
For help with your life insurance, retirement, and investment needs, Western & Southern is somewhere you want to be. With one of the strongest life insurance groups in the world, you can feel confident about protecting your loved ones with whole, term, and universal life insurance solutions. Western & Southern is also here to help plan your future retirement with investing strategies that may help grow your wealth too. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started.
Never smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Klosterman Baking Company is hiring. Get on-the-job training, excellent benefits, 401k, and more. Visit klostermanbakery.com/careers. Klosterman Bakery, where family values are baked right in.
Klosterman, better, you bet.
Reds come to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Eugenio Suarez, Spencer Steer, Will Benson. A couple of heroes from last night's game due up here in this inning. Against the Royals right-hander Stephen Kolek. Kolek brings it home. First pitch to Suarez, a strike on the inside corner. The count is 0-1. Royals are still without a couple of their big arms in their rotation, which is why Kolek's in the rotation. Cole Reagan's out. Elbow impingement has him on the injured list. The pitch in for a strike to Suarez. The count is 0-2, but as we talked about, Kolek's done a nice job for him. He's ahead of Suarez, 0-2. Struck out 2 in the first. Part of a scoreless first inning. Kolek turns it loose and misses in the dirt outside of the slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-hander against right-hander. The Reds want to see him get going. Suarez 0 for 3 last night with a strikeout. Just 2 for his last 20. The pitch is off the inside corner. Since returning from the injured list, he's 6 for 31. 3 extra base hits, including a home run and a couple of doubles. The 2-2 pitch down to Suarez. Swinging and a miss. Got him the slider in. Suarez down on strikes, and there's 1 out here in the second. 3 straight strikeouts for Stephen Kolek.
Yeah, that was a hanging slider, but it was in off the plate. As a hitter, you're thinking that ball's going to travel back across the plate, and it just stayed in there.
The batter is Spencer Steer. First pitch to him is too tight. Fastball in off the plate. The count is 1-0. What a night he had last night. For a while there, he was the Reds' only offense. 2 hits, both of them solo home runs. 2 for 4.
Homer to the left, homer to the right.
4th career multi-home run game. Now he hits one up the middle, off the mound, then off the bag at second. Still fielded by Massey behind the base. The second baseman throws in time to get Steer at first. Right off the top of the mound, then it bounced on the top of second base. And Massey was right there in his tracks to be able to make the play. And that ball did take kind of a funky hop off the bag. It went up to Massey's right. But he adjusted to it perfectly and was able to make the play. First pitch to Benson in there for a strike.
Yeah, that's one of those ones when you're hitting, you hope it hits the side of the bag.
Right. Now, every now and again, it'll hit the base and shoot up over their head. Didn't do that either. It was about head high. 0-1 pitch. Benson a swing and a miss. He's down to the count 0-2. Pinch hit, game-tying home run in the 9th inning last night. Will Benson.
That's the only way the Reds had a chance to win it in the 10th. If he doesn't hit the home run, you're going to the house.
0-2 on Benson. Here comes. And a backdoor breaking ball hangs off the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Will Benson. .188, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs for Benson. And then this place erupted. Kolek to the plate. The 1-2 didn't want to, but he went around chasing that slider in the dirt inside. Benson's down on strikes. Kolek has struck out 4 Reds through 2 innings. We go to the 3rd, on to Cowboy. Royals 2, Reds nothing on the Reds Radio Network.
Chase Burns back out for his 3rd inning of work. He gave up the 2-run home run to Pasquantino back in the 1st inning. That has been all the scoring we've seen thus far. It is 2-0 Royals. It is the final game of this 3-game series against the Royals, and then each head their own way. Reds to St. Louis. Royals head to Minnesota. First pitch to the left-handed hitting Carter Jensen, batting for the 2nd time, is a strike over the outside corner. Fastball down and away from the right-hander Burns. No ball, 1 strike count. Chase back to the plate. He'll miss up and away here. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Jensen flied to left in his first at bat. Burns a step back, the pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Hard slider down and in. And as many strikes as Burns throws, this Royals club is awfully aggressive through the first 9 batters. Jensen would be the first to hit for the 2nd time here tonight. Doesn't chase that one. It bounced well out in front of home plate. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Jensen, Witt Jr., Pasquantino. Those are the batters due up for the Royals here in the 3rd. Bobby Witt Jr. was the batter aboard. He reached via walk before Pasquantino hit the homer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a fastball up and out of the strike zone. 1 down.
One of the things about this Royals team is they have had trouble with high velocity fastballs. Well, There's no doubt that Burns possesses that, so you would think he would just kind of carve up this Kansas City lineup. But they've had some good swings against him tonight already.
Good swings close to the hitter, not good swings away from the hitter. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He'll take a breaking ball off the outside corner. 1 ball, no strike count.
Is there something to be learned from that?
Let's hope. Coming back with a 1-0 pitch, and it's fastball away, and it is fouled off away. Off to the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Witt Jr. settles in. Burns back to the dish. Fastball again fouled back. Right at the top of the strike zone. And Witt a bit tardy. A ball and 2 strikes here to the Royals shortstop. Came into the ball game hitting at a .283 clip. 4 for his last 23. Pitch. Just a bit down and away with a breaking ball. And Witt didn't move. He didn't move his hands. He didn't stride. Nothing. That would indicate he saw that ball early. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Burns back to the plate. Swing and a miss. He didn't see that one. 2 down.
Same pitch, really. Another slider in the dirt. This time he just couldn't lay off.
Or he was guessing fastball. Here's Pasquantino. He homered his first time up on a fastball up around his neck. And he will pop this one up off to the left side, out of play. 99-mile-an-hour heater from Burns. He goes right after him yet again. Not a whole lot of back off in Chase Burns.
You don't say.
That is the part I just absolutely love about this kid. Change up. Oh, Nelly. Just a bit early was Pasquantino. That looked like Bugs Bunny.
Well, from 99 to 90. That's tough to handle.
I swing again. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up and away with a fastball at 100. You can always tell when Burns is wanting it a little extra. God takes me deep. I'm getting him this time. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Here he comes again. And another changeup. That one is in the dirt. And Pasquantino will lay off on it. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to the 3-hole hitter, the first baseman for the Royals, Pasquantino. And the 2-2 pitch. Slider into the dirt. And the count will run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Vinny Pasquantino. Big left-handed hitter settles back into the box, adjusts the helmet. And here's Burns with a 3-2. Breaking ball, popped up, center field. Moving to his right is done. He'll make the catch. That is a 3-up, 3-down third for Chase Burns. Reds are trailing 2-zip, bottom of 3. Coming up here on the Reds Radio Network.
Hey, Reds fans, it's Dan Horde. Graders in Kings Island have crafted something indulgent, delicious, and spooky. The Phantom Theater has returned, and with it, a new limited-time Graders flavor, Ghost Notes. It's a grape marshmallow ice cream loaded with marshmallow cookie dough. Now in scoop shops, on International Street in Kings Island, and at Graders.com. Get it while it lasts. Graders. Taste the greatest.
Hey, turn the music down for 1 second. Listen. That annoying sound is probably nothing, right? That's how expensive repairs start. John Crook here. In baseball, ignore the signs and you will pay for it. Same thing with your car, because breakdowns don't wait until you're ready. That's why there's Car Shield. They can help cover the cost of expensive repairs. When something goes wrong, you've got a plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Reds fans, the MLB season's in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Champion Windows and the Cincinnati Reds have a home run deal for you. Right now, get 40% off our Comfort 365 windows. And for a limited time, Reds fans can get an extra $1,000 off a sunroom with promo code GOREDS. Call or schedule an estimate online at championSafeNow.com.
Tyler Stevenson set to lead it off for the Reds here in the bottom of 3. It'll be Stevenson, McLean, and Blake Dunn. 8-9-1 for the Reds lineup. Against the right-hander, Stephen Kolek, who has allowed 1 hit. He's also struck out 4 batters through the first 7 of this ball game. And he goes to work. Misses down and away with a fastball. It's a 1-ball, no-strike count. Stevenson readies. Kolek out of the stretch all the time. Pitch down and away. Even as a starter, there is no windup. It is out of the stretch exclusively for this Royals right-hander. And he has fallen behind Stevenson at a 2-ball, no-strike count. The 2-0 pitch inside 3-0. And walking batters is not something that Kolek has done very much at all. Only 6 walks in his 31 innings. Well, he's 3-0 to Stevenson, and that is ball 4. So there's number 7 on the year. And a nice way to start the Reds' 3rd inning with a base on balls to Stevenson. And here's Matt McLean. Somehow, some way, the Reds have got to figure out a way to get this kid comfortable at the plate again. 2 for his last 31. And in my heart of hearts, this kid is a better hitter than that.
Yeah.
The pitch. Fastball, strike over the outside corner. He's just too athletic. He's done it before. He's just got to figure out a way to do it with the pressure on. And when you play in the big leagues, it's pressure every day. It's just part of it. No ball, 1 strike count. Kolek to the dish. Swing and a miss. Slider breaking off the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes here to the Reds shortstop on this night with Ellie De La Cruz on the injured list. Last couple of nights it's been Arroyo at second. Tonight it is Spencer Steer at second. Swing and a miss. A fastball upstairs. And just like that, 1 down. Just doesn't look comfortable. No rhythm to the swing. Out of sync. Not picking up the ball.
4th straight year. But if you missed out on
profusely with hitting coach Valleca, but it's one thing when you're hitting in the cage. When you get out here in the game, there's just so many things that are going through your head. And when you're struggling, it's even worse. And that goes for being on the mound as well. 1-0 count here to Dunn. Ground ball off the pitcher. It will roll into right field. Stevenson will head for 3rd. Right off of Kolek's leg, and it kicked right between the first and second base bag. That'll be a hit for Blake Dunn. Reds have runners at 1st and 3rd.
Well, there's no way for the second baseman who was already playing up the middle for Massey to redirect that far, because it hit perfectly off of the pitcher and deflected equidistant between first and second base. There's nothing you can do as a second baseman there. And he slowed it down.
That's just the carom you're hoping for if you're Blake Dunn.
And it slowed down so much that Stevenson was easily able to go 1st to 3rd.
Well, here's J.J. Bleday. Up until that hit by Dunn, Bleday had the only hit through the first 9. Swing and a foul back behind home plate. Fastball down and away, a sinking fastball. And it's a no ball, 1 strike count. It was the sinker that Blade lined into left center field in his first at bat. The 0-1 pitch from Kolek. Here he comes. Ripped foul down the right field line. Cutter right in on the hands of Blade. And that'll make it a no ball, 2 strike count. So he's gone sinker away, cutter in. My bet is something off speed away here. Trying to get Blade to roll over it. With a runner at first and third, if you get a double play, you're out of the inning. Kolek with the pitch. It's a slider in, and that's a check swing. He didn't check in time. Strike 3, 2 down. Slider right up under the hands of J.J. Blade, and that'll bring Sal Stewart to the plate with an RBI opportunity, albeit with 2 down.
Kolek has already matched his season high for strikeouts.
Yeah, he came into the ball game with only 19 strikeouts in 31 innings. And the first pitch misses a bit high. It's a 1 ball, no strike count.
He only struck out 2 in that complete game shutout against the Mariners.
Stewart readies the 1-0. That'll miss inside. A 2-seamer running off the plate. It's a 2 ball, no strike count.
This feels like a really good time for a gap shot.
Right there with you.
Dunn runs well at first.
Well, if you get the ball in the gap, Dunn can score on a ball that gets to the wall. The pitch. Fastball, strike right at the top of the strike zone. 4-seam heater from Kolek. He just did shave the upper outside corner. Makes it a 2 ball, 1 strike count. 2 down in the inning. Dunn's at first. Stevenson is at third. Sal Stewart readies at the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul to the right side. Ran that sinker in on his hands a little bit. Dunn tried to inside out it. He just couldn't quite get the barrel there in time. 2-2 now here to Sal Stewart. Stewart with 37 RBIs and a chance to add to that total with a little 2-out thunder. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a breaking ball. The Reds will strand 2. They are scoreless through 3. Royals 2, Reds nothing. 4th inning coming up. Tommy Thrall's coming back here on the Reds Radio Network.
Royals come to bat in the 4th inning, leading 2-0. Salvador Perez to get things going. Then Jack Caglione and Isaac Collins. Chase Burns has been awfully good since allowing the 2-run home run by Vinny Pasquantino. The problem was that came 3 batters into the game. It's the difference. First pitch. Check swing by Perez. Tipped it. Stevenson holds on. Strike 1.
But I think there also had to be a little bit of anticipation of a settling in period after 2 extra days when you're used to starting every 5th day.
And we were talking about that right out of the gate.
Yeah, and it's just part of it.
0-1 the count on Salvador Perez. Burns into his windup. Here comes with the 0-1 pitch. And Perez rips a line drive right over the head of Matt McClain into left for a base hit. So Perez leads off the Royals 4th with a knock. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Jack Caglione standing in now with Perez at first. Perez, not a threat to go. First pitch to Caglione is low and inside. If Bobby Witt Jr. is a Ferrari, Salvador Perez would be a tank.
Go with that.
Right-hander comes set. Burns from the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Caglione lifts a fly ball into center field. That's going to fall for a base hit in front of Blake Dunn, who's on in a hurry. Up to second, Perez. Back-to-back singles for the Royals here in the 4th inning. The 4th inning is brought to you by Four Roses Bourbon. Four Roses, the mellow, balanced Kentucky classic that's crafted for those home run moments. Proud sponsor of the BCL Press Club, presented by Four Roses Bourbon. Enjoy responsibly.
It has been the home run that has been the run-scoring issue for the opponent against Chase Burns, but the Royals are making a bid to try to put some hits on the board to put a run to the plate.
Isaac Collins swings and fouls it back. The good news for the Reds is it's going to take 2 more knocks in all likelihood to get Perez home from second.
You're saying that the tank doesn't round third well?
It just doesn't quite have the same get up. Burns fires the pitch. Check swing down too low. Perez is a big guy, and I would also say that the years of catching probably taken its toll on his legs. I don't think anybody would run that well after all the years of catching that he's had and all the innings he's caught, swung on and fouled back. It'll go right into the BCL Press Club. One ball and 2 strikes. Burns readies. Collins waiting, and the 1-2 pitch. Too high with the fastball. Tried to get him to go out of the zone, but missed up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, TJ Friedel was optioned down to AAA Louisville earlier today. The Reds brought up Noelvi Marte from Louisville, who's been crushing it down there. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Changeup over the outer half. Froze Collins. He's down on strikes. That's 5 for Burns.
Let's hope that it's a brief stay for Friedel. He finds that swing again and is right back in the number 1 spot for the Reds, because the Reds could really use his ability to get on base like he saw last year. He was as good as any leadoff hitter in the game, not named Ohtani.
The Reds don't want him to be a guy coming off the bench. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. First pitch slider to Michael Massey, and the count is 0-1. They want him to be a guy that's in there in the Reds outfield and leading off on a nightly basis, and he's just got to get things turned back around to the right direction. 0-1 the count on Massey. Burns the kick and pitch. Swing and a foul off Stevenson, and the count is 0-2. Terry Francona talking with us about that before the ball game today, and he said he could not have handled that any better. He was really proud of the way that TJ Friedel took the news, understood it completely. And I think TJ's ready to go down there and get to work and get right back up here. The pitch down and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Massey. Runners at first and second with 1 man out. 2-0. Royals have the lead in the 4th. Burns ready at the belt. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him the fastball up and away. And that's the thing with Burns, especially against this Royals lineup that doesn't handle velocity very well. You get a couple of leadoff hits, you still got a chance to get out of it with the strikeout. And so far, back-to-back strikeouts for Burns. He's not out of the woods yet, but he's trending in that direction. 6 strikeouts now for Burns. Nick Lofton, the batter. Burns to Lofton. And it's a strike on the outside corner, around the knees, 0-1.
Well, Lofton is dead set on trying to shoot the ball to right field. I'm actually surprised he didn't take a hack at that pitch. He must have thought it was down.
0-1 the count. First and second, 2 outs, and Burns deals. Swing and a miss, a slider on the outside corner, but down. No balls and 2 strikes on Lofton.
Got him with a slider his last time up. After that swing, might have to go back to it.
Stevenson rolling through. Burns has it, sets at the belt, looks back at Perez, and now the 0-2. Swung on, well hit, high in the air, left center field. It'll hang up. Dunn runs under it. He will make the catch in center field for the final out of the Royals' 4th. Couple of back-to-back singles open the inning, but Burns gets out of the jam, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still Royals 2, Reds 0 on the Reds Radio Network.
When your child needs care fast, but your regular doctor isn't available, trust the hometown team that knows kids best, Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care. Our pediatric experts care for newborns, kids, and teens, now with 6 convenient locations. Get lab tests and x-rays on the spot with results during your visit. And for minor illnesses and injuries, try virtual urgent care available 24/7 so you can get care without leaving home. Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care, here for every kid. Learn more at cincinnatichildrens.org/urgent.
More than a museum. It's stunning exhibits that walk you through the Bible. It's a stroll through gorgeous botanical gardens. It's a marvelous tour of the heavens. And there's so much more at the Creation Museum in Petersburg, Kentucky. With fascinating exhibits, a planetarium, a special effects theater, a zoo, a playground, and a butterfly house and conservatory. The Creation Museum is fun for the whole family. Go to creationmuseum.org.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
With 60 nonstop destinations, CVG will get you from the dugout to your destination in no time. Make CVG your MVP for travel convenience. Visit CVGAirport.com for more information. CVG Airport, connecting you to home runs.
Reds come to bat here in the 4th inning. He looked good in one of those.
It's a little bigger than a 10-gallon.
Yeah. About as big as your gas tank. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 on Nathaniel Lowe. 2-0 Royals.
It's an SUV hat. 40-gallon.
That'd be good. You ought to get you one of those. Here's the 0-1. Lowe swings, fouls it back. It's like that old SNL skit. Celebrity Jeopardy. Burt Reynolds. It's a big hat. Get it? It's funny. It's a big hat. 0-2 on Lowe. The pitch just off the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reds need to get a little something going here. Kolek has struck out 7 Reds batters through 3 innings. He had not struck out more than 6 in a game. He struck out 7 in 3 innings against the Reds tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lowe. Kolek Out of the stretch, fires, and Lowe sends a fly ball toward the alley in left center, but it hangs up to allow Collins to run under it, coming over from left. And there's one gone in the fourth. If you're listening tonight on your car or truck radio, please remember to buckle your safety belt. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back? Now Eugenio Suarez. A strikeout in the second. Golick to the plate. The pitch to Suarez is weakly chopped toward third, fielded near the bag by Lofton. Fires across to first in time to get Suarez.
First pitch sinker just ate him up.
2 down here in the fourth, and now Spencer Steer. Steer on fire. Career high 21 game on base streak, longest active streak in the big leagues, and now he's riding a 6-game hitting streak to go with it. Over his hit streak, he's hitting .364. 3 extra base hits, including those 2 home runs he hit last night. Steer grounded to the second baseman, Massey. Up the middle his last time up. First pitch to him, and he watches a breaking ball miss a little bit low on the outside corner. 1-0 on Steer. Up there with just a quiet confidence, Spencer Steer. Golick has the sign, now the kick and pitch. Way off the outside corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Golick through the signs, ready to go. Now he throws, and he buried that in the dirt outside. Fastball down and away. It's 3-0 on Spencer Steer. Left-handed hitting Will Benson waiting in the on-deck circle. It has been awfully easy for Golick so far tonight. Reds have only had 3 base runners. 3-0 pitch. Strike call to the inside corner. Steer thinking maybe that was ball 4. Had taken a step to first, but it was right on the inside edge, about knee high.
He's trying to sell it.
He was. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball toward third. Backing up Lofton. He gloves. Throws in time to get Steer by half a step. Hustling down the line, and the inning is over. Reds are out in order in the fourth. We go to the fifth. 2-0 Royals on the Reds Radio Network. Kyle Isbell will come to the plate, leading off the Royals' 5th inning, 2-0 Kansas City. 9-1-2 for the Royals here in the 5th against the right-hander Chase Burns. Burns has surrendered 4 hits and walked a batter. One of those 4 hits was a 2-run home run following the lone walk. First pitch to Isbell's a fastball that misses up and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Isbell flew to right in the second. Now he swings in the 5th inning and flies one to right center. Over is Benson. He has it. 2 down, or 1 down. My goodness. Talking's tough tonight.
You'll be all right.
We'll get there. You know, it'll break things up. Let's look at the answer to our trivia question.
Let's do that.
Question was, this series, the theme 76 Royals trivia. The Royals won 3 division titles in the 70s, but lost in the playoffs after each division championship winning season. And how many of these seasons did the team that beat the Royals in the playoffs square off against the Reds in the World Series? A3, B2, C1. I initially said C1. You said what? B2?
2.
A3. Check swing, no swing. 1 ball, no strikes on Carter Jensen. I'm sticking with 1. I don't feel good about it.
You're sticking with C?
Yeah, it's not C. There's no way. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jensen. Strike on the outside corner. The count is even 1-1. You're sticking with B, 2?
I am.
I'll B. It's C1. Get out.
Wow.
I was about to change my answer, too. The 1-1, up and away. And I was right. It was the Yankees.
It's been C this whole homestand.
Royals lost to the Yankees in the American League Championship Series in each season from 76 to 78. In 76, the Yankees played and lost to the Reds in the World Series. The Yankees defeated the Dodgers in both 77 and 78. Up and away. It's a 3-ball, 1-strike count on Carter Jensen.
Killing the system.
Kind of blows it up a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to rebuild.
3-1 on Jensen, the pitch. He swings, fouls it back. What a thrill it is for Carter Jensen to be playing for the Royals. He grew up in Kansas City, went to Park Hill High School, which is not far at all from Kauffman Stadium. Probably a 20-25 minute drive. And he was idolizing Salvador Perez, the guy who he now shares his position with. 3-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, strike 3. Didn't matter. It was strike 3 called. Good pitch from Burns, who struck out 7 now. Jensen strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 2 gone here in the 5th. Great pitch. I mean, that
is pinpoint.
Slider right on the inside corner, knee high, and it froze him. Bobby Witt Jr. now. Fastball strike on the inside corner. 0-1 on Witt. I don't know that that's where Stevenson or Burns wanted that pitch to go.
But that is a pitch that ties a hitter in knots. The breaking ball that starts at the upper inside corner and doesn't break.
The 0-1 in the dirt. Slider down, and the count is even 1 ball, 1 strike. Witt struck out his last time up after walking his first trip to the plate in the 1st inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bobby Witt Jr. Burns has retired the Royals in order only once, trying to do it for the 2nd time of the 1-1. And he lifts a lazy fly to right, does Witt. There's Benson curling in to make the catch. Side retired. And the Royals are down in order in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still Royals 2, Reds 0 on the Reds Radio Network.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Keep the good times rolling all through baseball season with the exclusive retail sports book of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions, and it's the best place for all your baseball bets. Sign up today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park, 21 and over and present in Ohio, subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
This is the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley, for my good friends at Grippo's. Grippo's has been a hometown favorite since 1919 and is the official chip of the Cincinnati Reds. The third, fourth, and fifth generations of the Grippo's family are committed to making the freshest, highest quality potato chips and snack foods you can eat. Grippo's is the original fun food company because they've been having fun satisfying your craving for snack food for over 107 years. So when somebody tells you to get a grip, you know what they mean. Get Grippo's.
Hi, this is Tim O'Connell, Senior Vice President of Ballpark Operations at the Cincinnati Reds. From the first pitch to the final out, SBM ensures every seat shines. Our custodial teams keep ballpark spotless so fans can focus on the game and not the grime.
Stephen Kolick back to work. And Benson bunts, pushes one down the third baseline, barehanded by Lofton, and the throw late to first. Benson beats it out, an infield hit, and he bunted that perfectly in the grass up the third base line for a leadoff single.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Cowboy, that was textbook. The left-handed hitter stayed in there and just dropped it right down.
The third baseman was playing over in the shortstop hole, and you could see Benson, he squared around like he would on a sacrifice bunt because he knew if he bunted the ball towards that third base bag, he had it easily, and he did.
Now Tyler Stevenson, first pitch breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. See if the Reds can capitalize here. Bottom part of the order. 0-1 on Stevenson. He walked his first time up. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball into the dirt. Boy, it looked like Stevenson was really starting to heat up, but he has cooled off again. Did have a hit last night, 1 for 4, scored a run. Benson modest lead at first. Golick holds and throws. Strike on the inside corner. Stevenson
did not have a hit last night.
No, he didn't.
He's over for his last 10.
Wrote that down wrong.
You were writing down tonight.
That's right. Tonight he will be. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pick to first, and Benson back into the bag safely.
You know, in a 2-run ball game, you don't have to get them all back with one swing of the bat or all in one inning. You just have to figure out a way to chip away at it.
You'd like to figure out a way to put some pressure on this right-hander that's been free and easy all night. 1-2. Up and in, and Stevenson leans back out of the way of it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is tonight's scoreboard stumper. 3 shortstops have hit 30 or more home runs, collected 30 or more stolen bases, and won the Gold Glove all in the same season. Who are they? 3. That's it. 3 shortstops. Short list. 2-2. Breaking ball a little bit low on the outside corner. Pretty good pitch. Stevenson laid off.
That's how Kolick has been going about it. Runs the fastball in on the hands, follows it immediately with the slider right to the outside corner. That one he pulled just a tad. Bobby Witt is one of those that's on your list over there.
Payoff pitch. Benson started, stopped, and now it's a ground ball to short. Right at Witt to Massey at the bag. 1 around to first, double play. 6-4-3 on the double play there. And now Matt McClain will hit with the bases empty and 2 outs.
What about A-Rod? Is he on that list? He is?
Nope, he is not. Pitch just missed. You played with one of these guys, and I'm not entirely sure that you didn't play with both of these guys, to be honest. The 1-0. Swinging a foul, third base side.
What about Barry Larkin?
Barry Larkin is on the list. 33 home runs, 36 steals, and won the Gold Glove in 1996. The pitch, breaking ball down and away. I'm not convinced that but this guy did play for one of the teams you played for late in your career. 2 balls and a strike.
I think you're thinking of Jimmy Rollins.
Wow. Swinging a ground ball off the bat of McLean, and that's into center field for a base hit. A 2-out knock for McLean. He's aboard.
See how I did that?
Now back to the top of the order. That's really good. Did you play with Jimmy Rollins?
I did not.
Okay. You missed him by a few years now.
Yeah, he was coming up when I was with the Phillies. But fortunately for him, he didn't have to play on those teams that I was on because we were terrible.
Rollins hit 30 home runs, stole 41 bags, and won a Gold Glove in 07. What year were you there? You remember?
1999 and the year 2000. My manager, Terry Francona.
Blake Dunn takes up and in, 1-0 on Dunn.
Doesn't matter how good a manager you are, you got to have some talent. And we were a little short.
1 ball, no strikes on Dunn. The right-hander readies, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Down and away. Was that the first time you played for a manager that was managing in the big leagues for the first time?
Yes, but he had managed the year before I got there.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't his first year.
No,
oh,
it's not his first year.
2-0 on Dunn. 2-0 pitch. And Dunn lifts it deep to left. Back goes Collins. He looks up. It's gone. Blake Dunn ties it up. The night after he's the hero, he ties this game at 2 with a 2-run blast in the 5th.
He's a 2-night hero now.
Last night it was a little game-winning bloop. Tonight it's a game-tying blast. And we're dead even at 2. It's a brand new ball game here in the 5th inning.
Got a hanging breaking ball, and he hammered it. But you don't get that chance if McLean's not on base.
And here's J.J. Bleday. The pitch to Bleday is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
They keep this up, I might have to take my shirt off.
Nah, don't do that.
Well, I won't, trust me.
Okay, good. Here's the 0-1 to Bleday. Swinging a bouncer foul, first base side. Neither one of us need to be doing that anytime soon.
Be blinded.
Oh, man. Too bad. 0-2 on Bleday. I mean, no offense, but.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, I know.
I was just joking.
0-2. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Got him looking, inning over. 2-run home run from Blake Dunn has tied this game at 2, and we go to the 6th. Brand new ball game at Great American Ballpark on the Reds Radio Network. Still amazed you were 3 for 3 on the stumper tonight. That was really good. Vinny Pasquantino leads off the Royals 6th inning. Brand new ball game, tied at 2. Chase Burns back to work. He's into his windup, the pitch, and Pasquantino takes in the dirt. Ball 1. The Jimmy Rollins hint, by the way, was not a great hint.
But, I mean, I know who I played with.
I know.
And who I didn't play with.
Here's the 1-0 to Pasquantino. The pitch is down too low. I guess you were able to narrow it down for the teams pretty easily.
Steel trap.
2 balls, no strikes on Pasquantino. Burns the plate, and Pasquantino takes down too low. Now that would be a fun game to play. Pick some random guys that were on some of your teams. See if you remember them or not. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Pasquantino, and that's in there for a called strike.
You know, there are some guys I don't remember. And part of it is when you're going through rehab and surgery, you don't even know your own name, much less anybody else's. You're so concentrated on doing the exercises. And
Pasquantino lifts it to center. Dunn going back on it. He'll make the catch on the track out there by the Reds bullpen. One down.
Trying to figure out how to brush your teeth without it pain shooting through your skull.
Here's Salvador Perez. Saw Graham Ashcraft today. He's in a brace after the PRP injection in his arm. That's just to immobilize it for a few days, and then he'll begin his rehab. The pitch is a check swing to Perez down and away, but he was talking about the pain of that injection. That didn't sound like a real picnic.
No, it doesn't feel real good. Anything that goes into the elbow is painful because there is no room for anything to go in there.
Swing and a miss.
I mean, just the least little bit of inflammation is painful. And you're adding a lot of inflammation, a lot of fluid to a spot that can't take the fluid.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Perez down to the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Tied at 2, Reds and Royals. Couple of 2-run home runs. Vinny Pasquantino went deep for the Royals back in the first inning, and it was Blake Dunn going deep with 2 outs, and Matt McClain aboard after his 2-out single in the 5th. Burns deals the 1-2 pitch, and Perez takes the fastball off the outside corner. Burns in great shape right now. He has thrown 85 pitches as he works to Perez here in the 6th inning. The right-hander's 2-2. Perez grounds it back up the middle, backhanded off the glove of the second baseman Steer. McClain gets it, throws to Stewart at first. Stewart had come off the bag, but it didn't matter. Perez beat it out anyway. That'll be an error on Spencer Steer.
It was a nice awareness by Matt McClain, because I thought after he got to the ball, they might have a chance there.
That might have been closer than initially thought, but Stewart came off the bag kind of giving up on that play at first base. McClain didn't.
McClain did not give up.
And Jack Caglione swings and misses the first pitch he sees here, and the count is 0-1 on Caglione.
Well, these two fellas going at it, they were in the same draft.
Caglione out of Florida. 6th overall pick. Burns the 0-1. In the dirt, it kicks away from Stevenson, and that'll go down to second, or Perez will go down to second base on the wild pitch. That was a pretty good draft that year. Burns went second in that draft. Right-hander readies. Burns looks to second, now throws. And a swing and a miss. Good changeup. Bazana, Cleveland, was the first player taken. Charlie Condon hasn't made to the big leagues yet as the 3rd player taken in that draft by Colorado. Also Nick Kurtz, and we've seen J.J. Weatherholt with the Cardinals. We'll see him again this weekend. The pitch, Caglione hits it twice, fouling it off.
That was kind of fun.
He hit it once straight down. It bounced back up and hit his bat again on the backswing.
He fouled it. It went behind his back, and he caught it, as you mentioned, with his backswing and hit it back towards the backstop. He hit it better the second time than he did the first.
He really did. Here's the 1-2 to Caglione. Swung on, fouled straight back. 1-2 and holding here on Caglione. Caglione also did some pitching at Florida. He was in their rotation. Well, he was hitting bombs down there in Gainesville. The pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Got him with a slider down and in. Caglione strikes out. 2 gone here in the 6th inning. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Isaac Collins at the plate with a runner at second base and 2 outs. Burns to Collins, and the first pitch fastball misses away for ball 1, 1-0. Collins has flied to right. He's also struck out looking. Caleb Ferguson begins throwing now, and the Reds bullpen behind Burns as he's up over 90 pitches. Right-hander's home with the 1-0. Collins late on a fastball, 99. He's still got a little bit in the tank, I'd say.
A little bit.
Burns readies. And the 1-1 pitch to Collins. Right on the outside corner at the knees. A fastball at 98. Strike 2. You were talking about that draft with Caglione. That's one of the best drafts in recent memory. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Collins. The pitch up and away. And a lot of those guys are already impact players at the major league level. Bazzana with Cleveland, obviously Burns with the Reds. Caglione's a big part of this Royals team. Nick Kurtz is going off.
Nick Kurtz was just the American League Player of the Month for the month of May.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Collins is down too low, and I know Weatherholt in St. Louis is still trying to get his footing, but there's a lot of folks that really like the type of player that he is.
Big pitch right here.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second with 2 outs and a 2-2 tie in the 6th. Burns from the belt, home with a payoff pitch to Collins. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He blew a fastball by him. And Burns pumping his fist. Fired up as he leaves the mound. 6 innings of 2-run baseball in the book for Chase Burns. 9 strikeouts tonight. And he heads back to the dugout with this game tied at 2 in the middle of the 6th in the Reds Radio Network.
Reds fans, the MLB season's in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
There is a land where excitement meets opportunity every day, where happiness and wonder start to feel like home. A place that makes your heart race at every turn, where a good job and a brighter future are just within reach. Some call this a dream. We call it Kentucky. Your next trip could be your next chapter. So pack up and come see us. It's never been easier to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
The business world is unforgiving, and new challenges appear every day, like combating fraud or making sure you have the cybersecurity system that can protect your data. That's where Dean Dorton comes in. We're a full-service business advisory firm focused on removing the daily burden of financial and risk management. We emphasize easy to work with, easy to understand, and easy to get a hold of when you need us most. Contact us today at deandorton.com/Reds. That's deandorton.com/Reds.
Klosterman Baking Company is hiring. Get on-the-job training, excellent benefits, 401k, and more. Visit KlostermanBakery.com/careers. Klosterman Bakery, where family values are baked right in.
Klosterman, better, you bet.
Sal Stewart, first ball swinging, rips one to the wall in right center field. A little trouble with it for Caglione to the base of the fence at the 370 sign. But Stewart's into second base standing with a leadoff double here in the Reds' sixth inning.
That is textbook perfect swing for Sal Stewart. I mean, that is his money swing right there. He just laid out a frozen rope into the right center field gap.
Strikeouts in his first two at-bats, and now he's got a double leading off the Reds' sixth inning of a 2-2 tie. It looks as though Burns' night is done. Handshakes and hugs all around for Burns in that Reds dugout. And now Nathaniel Lowe hits one on the ground up the middle, and they've got Stewart hung up. The shortstop chases him to third. Now the flip to the third baseman, Lofton, who will reach out and tag Stewart. It'll go 6-5. It was hit right back up the middle. And Sal froze. And Bobby Witt, a very alert player, able to make that play to Lofton. So Lowe will reach on the fielder's choice, 6-5. Now runner at first with one out for Eugenio Suarez. The pitch. Suarez takes low. Fastball down. It's still Kolek on the mound for the Royals. He's just at 74 pitches. The Reds finally getting to him a little bit in the fifth with that two-run home run. Kolek delivers to Suarez, and he skies one high in the air. Medium depth, left center field. Easily played by Isbell, coming on to make the catch for the second out here in the sixth inning. But that is 4 hits for the Reds by Stewart in the span of 6 at-bats. And you hope that maybe that's a sign that the Reds are starting to get Kolek figured out a little bit. Now a runner at first base with 2 outs, and the batter Spencer Steer. Steer 0 for 2 tonight. Came in with his average up to 277. He's hit 322 in his last 32 games coming into tonight. Slider down low for ball 1-0. His average has been on a steady increase after a slow start to the year. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Steer. Down too low. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. All the strikeouts of Kolek today, struck out 8. Steer has grounded out twice. Once to second, the other to third. Big hole on the right side for Steer. Second baseman up the middle. First baseman holding the runner, and the pitch is down and away. It's 3-0 on Steer. Caleb Ferguson is ready to go in the Reds bullpen. He will probably come on in the 7th. The right-hander Kolek to the plate. 3-0 pitch to Spencer Steer. Down and away, ball 4. And it's a 22-game on-base streak for Spencer Steer. Continuing to add to his career best. Now the Reds with runners at first and second, 2 away. And here's Benson. Bunt hit his last time up. Just his second career bunt hit. And when I say career, I mean his entire professional career. The only other time he's ever dropped down a bunt hit, pitch breaking ball inside. You have to go back to his days playing in the minor leagues with the Columbus Clippers when he dropped down a bunt hit in 2022. The way he bunted that ball back in the 5th inning, he thought he'd done it his whole life. It was beautifully placed in the grass up the third base line for a hit. The 1-0. Benson takes off the inside corner fastball, and it's 2-0 on Benson. And now the catcher, Carter Jensen, going to go out, visit with Kolek here.
Sometimes you bunt a ball like that, and slows your eyes down enough to let that ball get a bit deeper to the plate before you take your swing, and then you just waylay one the next time you come to the plate. Boy, wouldn't that be something?
You've been around this game for a long time. There are a lot of hitters that have used the bunt as a tool to try to get going again at the plate for that very reason. 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Benson. First and second, 2 away. Reds and Royals tied 2-2 in the 6th. Kolek staring in to get the sign. He's ready. And the right-hander's home with the 2-0 pitch to Will Benson. Swinging a foul back. 2 balls and a strike. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Low at second, Steer at first. Outfield straight away against Benson, the 2-1. Strike called. Cutter. Right over the inside corner. Split the inside edge just above the knees, and now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Kolek ready, and the 2-2 pitch on the way to Benson. Swinging a ground ball, sharply pulled foul, first base side. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire beer, cheese, and pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocery freezer. JTM Food Group. Let's create great dishes together. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Benson. And Kolek fires, and Benson lifts a fly ball left field. It'll fade Collins back a step. Now he comes back where he started to make the catch, and the side is retired. Promising start with the leadoff double, but the Reds come up empty in the 6th. Still tied at 2 as we head back to Cowboy in the 7th on the Reds Radio Network.
Left-hander Caleb Ferguson coming on for the 4th time. No record, no ERA. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits. He is not allowed a run, hasn't walked a batter. He has struck out 6. He is our Reds Wober's Mustard pitching change. Wober's Mustard, let's put some mustard on it. So Ferguson will get 7, 8, 9 here in the Royals order, and it'll begin with the second baseman Michael Massey, who hits from the left side against the left-hander Ferguson. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away, and Massey comes up empty. No ball, 1 strike count. Ball game tied at 2 runs apiece, and whoever wins this ball game wins the series. Down the left field line, into the air, and into the seats and out of play. No ball, 2 strike count. Game 1, it was a runaway from the Royals. They had a grand slam in the first, and they never let the foot off the accelerator. Last night, the Reds, in spectacular comeback fashion, a 10th inning win after a tie by Will Benson on a home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-2 strike count. Ferguson with a high hold back to the plate. Ground ball right side. Steer will have it. He will throw in time. 1 down.
Just the way that whole game unfolded last night, that's one of the more thrilling games you're going to see. Reds hadn't done a whole lot except Spencer Steer's home runs until the Benson homer in the 9th. All 4 hits that the Reds had produced runs in that game.
Thrilling if you're a Reds fan.
Right,
if you're a Royals fan, I think they've seen enough of that.
Yeah, that's a tired act for Royals fans.
Here's Nick Lofton. He will take a breaking ball. Backdoor doesn't quite get back to the outside corner. And it's a 1-ball, no strike count. Lofton 0 for 2. He is struck out. He is flied to center. 6 innings of 2-run baseball for the right-hander Chase Burns. Ground ball left side. Suarez has it. The throw is in time. 2 down. And that has become a recurrent theme for one Chase Burns. It just seems like every time he takes the mound, he is putting the Reds in an awfully good spot to win the ball game, and no different here tonight. Lane Thomas will hit for Kyle Isbell. Isbell 0 for 2, flied to right in both of his at-bats. Of course, both of those at-bats came against the starter Chase Burns. And now Lane Thomas comes off the bench. He will pinch hit here in the 7th. Thomas had pretty good ball games the first couple of times around. Didn't get a hit in last night's ball game. He did reach via walk. He was the one that hit the grand slam off of Lyon Richardson in the first inning of game 1 of this series, and he will take a breaking ball. Strike 1 from the left-hander Caleb Ferguson. No ball, 1 strike count. 2 down in the inning. Ferguson trying to retire the Royals in order here in the 7th. Fastball, strike 2, right at the top of the zone. Ferguson quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Lefty sets, here he comes. Backdoor breaking ball, misses just a tad off the outside corner. Looked like he tried to cut it right back to the outside edge, and it just didn't get there. 10th pitch of the inning for Ferguson. And the left-hander will turn it loose. Breaking ball, lifted foul down the right field line. And again, a backdoor breaking ball, this time of curveball fashion. He just did shave the outside corner, and Thomas would a rather emergency swing to try to foul that one off. Count stays 1-2. Stevenson sets inside. Pitch, fastball well in off the plate. As Thomas jackknifes back out of the way, it's a 2-ball, 2 strike count. 2 down here in the Royals 7th. Ferguson back to the dish. Line drive, center field. That is where Dunn is waiting on it. He'll make the catch. That is a 3-up, 3 down 7th. Reds need a little run to take the lead. They are tied at 2. Reds and Royals, bottom of 7, coming up here on the Reds Radio Network.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors, because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
Success is often determined by how well you plan and prepare for life's biggest moments. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you and your loved ones are protected for generations. You can rest assured knowing you've made the right choice, placing your trust in Western and Southern. From life insurance to retirement and investments, Western and Southern helps provide the peace of mind you need so you can be in the moment with the ones you love. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
R&L Carriers has opened new facilities and increased network efficiency for coast-to-coast shipments. Experience dependable LTL service with extended lanes and additional capacity for heavier freight. Our elite service shipping solutions are backed by a nationwide network of strategically located terminals. With each new service center, we increase capacity, reduce transit times, and decrease handling on valuable shipments. More nationwide capacity, same elite service. Get a rate quote at rlc.com.
Champion Windows and the Cincinnati Reds have a home run deal for you. Right now, get 40% off our Comfort 365 windows. And for a limited time, Reds fans can get an extra $1,000 off a sunroom with promo code GOREDS. Call or schedule an estimate online at ChampionSafeNow.com.
Tyler Stevenson to face the right-hander Stephen Kolek for the third time here tonight. Kolek still in the ball game. He's thrown 85 pitches. He's allowed 2 runs, both of which coming in the 5th inning. Stevenson readies at the plate. First pitch is a breaking ball. It misses well in off the plate. 1 ball, no strike count. Lane Thomas will stay in the ball game. He will be playing center field, taking over for Kyle Isbell. And another pitch is off the outside corner, a fastball down and away, and that was well off the plate. Left-hander Daniel Lynch begins to throw down in the Royals bullpen. 2 ball, no strike count here to Stevenson. And this ball is popped up high into the air. Down the first baseline, not Caglione, but Pasquantino has it. 1 down. I knew it was an Italian fella. I just didn't know what his name was. So Stevenson pops up the 2-0 pitch. That'll bring Matt McLean to the plate. McLean had singled in that 2-run 5th inning after Stevenson hit into a double play, a 2-out single, and then the man on deck, Blake Dunn, with a 2-run homer to tie this baby up. Breaking ball, a slider misses off the outside corner. It's a 1 ball, no strike count here to Matt McLean. McLean readies the pitch. That's going to miss outside. A fastball down and away. 2 ball, no strike count. Kolek back to the dish. Ground ball left side, ranked to the third baseman Lofton. He has it. The throw right on the money to Pasquantino. 2 down. So that'll bring Blake Dunn to the plate with 2 outs. Well, the Reds had one fella that hit 2 home runs last night. That would be Spencer Steer. Might they have another tonight? Pitch from Kolek is fastball. It is upstairs, and it will be challenged.
The catcher's challenging to call the ball. The call is confirmed. Kansas City has 1 challenge remaining.
Now, if you had Pasquantino at the plate, that's probably a strike. But Blake Dunn, not quite as tall as the other fellas. 1 ball, no strike count. Pitch to the plate. That's a strike. Fastball over the outside part of the plate. And it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count here to Blake Dunn. Dunn 2 for 3 tonight. The pitch. Foul to the right side, out of play.
Well, Cowboy, the Reds have done a better job against Kolek over the last few innings. He had 7 strikeouts through the first 3. And since that point, he's only struck out 1 batter. So only 1 strikeout over the last 3 2/3. least the Reds have been doing a better job of getting the bat to the ball.
Well, Kolek about to throw his 95th pitch of the night here in the 7th. Here he comes. Upstairs. Fastball well above the zone. He's not as crisp as he was in the early going, but there aren't too many folks that get to that 100-pitch mark that are as crisp as they began. And the 2-2. Breaking ball caught by a leaping second baseman, Michael Massey. A line drive back up the middle, and Massey snags it midair. A 3-up, 3-down, 7th. Folks, we are tied at 2 as we head on to the 8th. Tommy Thrall's coming back on the Reds Radio Network.
Royals coming to bat here in the top of the 8th. 2-2 tie. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Swinging a foul, first base side. 0-1 on Carter Jensen. Top of the order for the Royals here in the 8th inning. Caleb Ferguson on for his second inning of work. And the 0-1 pitch. Jensen swings, fouls it back. He's behind the count, 0-2. Jensen has flied to left and struck out twice. 0 for 3 tonight. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Froze him. Fastball right over the edge, and Jensen just watching.
Hey, that pitch looked like it was right down Broadway.
That's the 10th strikeout by Reds pitching tonight. Terry Francona has emerged from the Reds dugout. He's going to go to the mound. That'll be it for the left-hander Caleb Ferguson. Reds will have another Wolbers Mustard pitching change. It'll be TJ Antone summoned from the Reds bullpen with nobody on and 1 out. Reds and Royals tied at 2. Wolbers Mustard, let's put some mustard on it on the Reds Radio Network.
Baseball is better with a group. Reds fans, you can save big when you bring your group of 15 or more to a game. Grab your friends and family and check a Reds game off your summer bucket list. Looking to entertain your clients or employees? Treat them to a major league experience at the ballpark. Part of a nonprofit? Fundraise for your cause with group ticket sales. For more information on how to bring your group to a Reds game, visit reds.com/groups.
When your child needs care fast, but your regular doctor isn't available, trust the hometown team that knows kids best, Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care. Our pediatric experts care for newborns, kids, and teens, now with 6 convenient locations. Get lab tests and x-rays on the spot with results during your visit. And for minor illnesses and injuries, try virtual urgent care available 24/7 so you can get care without leaving home. Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care, here for every kid. Learn more at cincinnatichildrens.org/urgent.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
Life can throw a lot at us, but through all the ups and downs, your financial future will be ever gentle on your mind with Western and Southern. From life insurance to investments, our one-on-one guidance is customized for your needs today and in the future. Western and Southern, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Right-hander T.J. Antone on for the 11th time. He is our Reds Wober's Mustard pitching change. Wober's Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it.
Antone will go to work against Bobby Witt Jr. He walked and scored in the first on the 2-run homer by Pasquantino. He struck out and fly to right since. Now he gets the right-handed throwing T.J. Antone. Antone readies and brings it home. First pitch on the way, and Witt swings at it and pops it up. Foul, third base side. It'll stay in play. Stevenson over, and he'll make the catch. You were talking about that very play, I think it was last night, where it fell in no man's land because the third baseman was playing over towards short, and sometimes the pitcher has to get involved. Well, Antone was busting it over there on that play.
Look, when you're facing Bobby Witt Jr. and he pops up your first pitch, you don't want to have to throw him another way.
You got that right.
You run over there as fast as you can.
You're going to dive for it if you have to.
Somebody lit a fire in your britches.
Stevenson makes the play. 2 down here in the 8th inning, and now Pasquantino. Antone home to Pasquantino, and it's too tight. Up and in with a first pitch cutter, and the count is 1-0. Well, the Brewers are facing a perfect game right now. Top of the 6th inning in Milwaukee. Giants batting leading 1-0, and Logan Webb is perfect through 5. 1-0 pitch. Pasquantino takes off the inside corner.
Hence the 2 words, right now.
Right now. Two balls, no strikes on Pasquantino. Antone readies, and the 2-0 pitch. Pasquantino watches a breaking ball up and away. As it sits right now, the National League Central is led, of course, by the Brewers. 37-21. Brewers on a 3-game win streak right now. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Pasquantino. And a cutter on the outside corner in for a strike. Pittsburgh has... This division is just
crazy, isn't it?
Crazy. Pirates have gone from last place now into second place. They're 5.5 back. Then the Cardinals, Cubs, and Reds. Cubs have fallen down to 4th. Pitch, backdoor breaking ball, hits the outside corner, strike called. Pasquantino thought about challenging, doesn't.
Threw his hand up, but he didn't quite get it to the helmet.
Nah, it's just a quick adjustment. It was a strike. It was a good pitch from Antone. Full count, 3-2. Antone eyeing the 11th strikeout of the night. 3-2 pitch to Pasquantino. And he popped him up foul, back behind home. We'll try it again. Reds at the bottom, 7 back. But still 2 games over 500, so definitely not out of it.
Game and a half separating the second place team and the last place team. Everybody's over 500.
It's nuts. Crazy division. Antone, 3-2 again. Swinging a bouncing ball foul, first base side. It bounces right over Damon Hollins in the first base coach's box. We'll try the 3-2 again. Slice of pepperoni pizza on the Great American Ballpark video board, trying to fire everybody up. Antone back with the payoff pitch. And he barely got a piece of the breaking ball to stay alive. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Pasquantino battling.
A variety of breaking balls from Antone. He's used the cutter, the slider, the sweeper. He's used them away. He's used them in. And Pasquantino keeps fouling them off.
And now Stevenson's out to visit with Antone about how they want to attack this at this point. And it's just not all that easy, is it, Cowboy, to use that many varieties of a breaking ball?
Especially 3-2, because they've all got to start in a hittable area to draw the swing of Pasquantino.
And if you make a mistake, he's already shown what he can do. And that wasn't even a mistake. That was a fastball about shoulder high, and Pasquantino drilled it out of here for the 2 Royals runs back in the first inning. Dangerous hitter at the plate with a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Antone home with the 9th pitch of this at bat. Here it comes. And a swing and a line drive base hit right between Eugenio Suarez playing over towards short and the third base bag. So Pasquantino works a 2-out single. And that was just a fastball away, and Pasquantino just slapped it over there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get it in, and it leaked back over the middle of the plate. But when you're a big, strong fellow like Pasquantino, you can afford to let that fastball get deep so you can stay on the breaking ball.
Salvador Perez swings and fouls away breaking ball. Strike 1. Perez 1 for 3 tonight. Singled in the 4th inning, reached down in errors last time up. Antone home of the 0-1. Breaking ball down too low. Salvador Perez working his way up the Royals' all-time home run list, and the next name is the top of the mountain. The 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. In fact, Salvador Perez is 5 home runs shy of number 5, which would be atop the Royals' all-time list. And, of course, number 5 to Royals fans means George Brett. One ball, 2 strikes on Perez, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Antone got it by him, reached back with the fastball and blew it by Perez. And that is 11 strikeouts by Reds pitching tonight. Strikeout finishes off the Royals' 8th. We're still tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning on the Reds Radio Network. Tommy Thrall, voice of the Reds here. I was at the old ball yard the other day and got to thinking that the catcher is a lot like the Rose Home Service Program, always protecting home. The Rose Home Service Program gives you peace of mind and keeps your home pest-free year-round. The program has 3 options: basic, advantage, and premium. Each addresses different needs and budgets and comes with a dedicated technician. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Cincinnati, it's time to get out. Pogo Pass is now Get Out Ohio, your all-access pass to sporting events, museums, theme parks, and so much more. Over 50 attractions, one low price, huge savings. Use code REDS26 at GetOut.com for the lowest price.
The pitch down and away, ball 1.
Lynch coming on for the 24th time, 1-0 with a 1.93 ERA in his 23 1/3 innings.
And Blade watches a slider in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blade singled back in the first inning, 1 for 3 tonight. Lynch home with a 1-1. Blade, a big cut and a miss. The last Red with 30 or more hits and 25 or more RBIs in a month, like Blade had in the month of May. Joseph Daniel Votto in that July of 2021 when he won National League Player of the Month. The last Red to do it. The 1-2 pitch dives down and away from the left-handed hitting Blade, and it's 2-2. It's good company.
It's real good company.
2-2. Lynch readies. He throws. And Blade breaks his bat, hits a looping liner up the middle. Here comes Bobby Witt to make the catch right near the second base bag for the out. So Bobby Witt Jr. puts it away, and there's one gone in the 8th. Now Sal Stewart. Stewart doubled leading off the Reds 6th and then was caught off second base on a ground ball up the middle. Kind of got caught in no man's land. Lynch fires, and the pitch is down too low for ball 1. 1-0 on Sal Stewart. 2-2, bottom of the 8th inning. Could we be barreling toward more late inning theatrics? Pitch. Stewart takes a strike on the inside corner. It would definitely be late inning excitement if the Reds are able to get the job done again tonight.
Well, it's late right now.
It's already late. You got that right. Here's the 1-1. Stewart swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Make sure you stay tuned for the Toyota Tundra star of the game and the Reds post-game show, and we're done. It'll also have scores around baseball. They'll update you on that perfect game situation, which is now just a no-hitter through 6 innings in Milwaukee. Lynch home with a 1-2. Stewart swings and misses at a changeup. He was way out in front. He strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. And 2 gone here in the 8th inning. With the Reds getting 11 strikeouts of Royals batters tonight, that means free pizza tomorrow for all those with a ticket to tonight's game. You can enter your ticket number at larosas.com/Reds, and you earn yourself a free small 1-topping pizza, all thanks to our friends at La Rosa's. Dane Myers is off the bench. He'll hit for Nathaniel Lowe here in the 8th inning. So Carter Jensen out to talk this over with Lynch about how they want to attack Dane Myers. Tony Santillan starting to loosen in the Reds bullpen. Bases are empty with 2 outs. Myers at the plate. Suarez waiting on deck. The pitch. Swung on, fly ball, right center field toward the gap, and that is down off the wall. Around first, Myers into second, and he dives in safely with a 2-out pinch hit double here in the 8th inning.
Well, that ball really had some carry. I felt like it was going to split the 2 defenders, but man, it almost got out of here.
It hit off the wall. I thought it was going to short hop the wall. It didn't short hop the wall. It hit about a third of the way up the pads.
Well, it's Gino time.
So now Suarez. First pitch to Suarez, up and in. That's the 6th pinch hit for Dane Myers this year, tied for the major league lead. Suarez 0 for 3 tonight. Boy, is he due. The pitch. And he watches a fastball at the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. There is a lot of pasture out in left center field if Suarez pulls one into the gap. Myers has good speed at second. Both Reds runs have come with 2 outs tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Suarez pops it foul off to the right side, out of play. The center fielder, Lane Thomas, is shaded over toward right center field. And the left fielder, Collins, staying straight away. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. High and outside. The count is even, 2-2.
Well, he's steadily pumping heaters to Suarez. It's gone in, gone away. That one missed well up and away.
Tony Santillan readying in the Reds bullpen, and the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball right to Witt at short. He's up with it, and he'll make the peg to first in time. The Platinum Glove winner easily able to make the play to end the Reds' 8th inning. But a 2-out pinch hit double from Dane Myers poses a threat. It comes up empty. We go to the 9th. Still Reds and Royals even at 2 on the Reds Radio Network.
Right-hander Tony Santillan is our Reds Wober's Mustard pitching change. Wober's Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. On for the 26th time.
Here we go. Big spot. 9th inning. Right-hander Santillan readies, and here's the first pitch to Caglione. Swinging a line drive base hit. Breaking ball, and Caglione muscles it through the right side of the infield for a knock. And the go-ahead run aboard at first for the Royals here in the 9th inning as Isaac Collins makes his way to the plate. Now the Royals with action in their bullpen. Alex Lang begins to get loose. Left-handed hitting Collins at the plate. The Royals are going to use Tyler Tolbert to run at first base in place of Caglione.
We know he can run.
Santillan ready. Straightens on the mound. Tolbert modest lead at first. Santillan to hold the pitch, and it's bunted foul into the air and into the seats just over the net behind the Royals on deck circle. Here's the 0-1. Bunted out in front of the plate. The play will have to go to first. Suarez picks it up, throws that way to the second base to Steer, covering at the bag. Sacrifice completed 5-4. One down, and now the go-ahead run and Tolbert up to second base in scoring position. I can't hear the name Tolbert without thinking of Lou Brown in the movie Major League. Is that you, Tolbert? Here's Michael Massey. Santillan's first pitch to Massey's in there for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Massey likes to pull the ball.
Tolbert at second. Good speed. Reds will play Massey to pull on the infield. Straight away in the outfield. Santillan a look to second. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. A fastball up and away. No balls, 2 strikes.
Still right out there.
0-2 the count on Massey. Reds have struck out 11 Royals tonight. Santillan trying to make it 12. Tolbert, huge lead at second. Santillan looks him back to the bag and now throws the 0-2. Popped him into the air, but foul. Third base side. Looks like it'll reach the seats. And it will. 0-2 and holding here on Massey. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, or runner at second, 1 out. Santillan, a big breath, looks to second, and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play, left side. I think it was actually Jake Taylor's character. Major League. Got to correct myself now when I think about it. 0-2 the count. Alex Lang, right-hander, getting ready for the 9th inning for Kansas City. Santillan looks the runner back to second. They work in behind him. The throw goes there to McLean, but back safely Tolbert. 0-2 the count. That was the timing play with McLean working in behind. The catcher gives the sign, and then Santillan whirls and throws, but Tolbert made it back easily. He has a huge lead. Santillan looks him back, and now the 0-2 up and away. He was going there before Santillan looked him back. And in fact, if Santillan, when he looked back, would have just turned and thrown, they had him. He was a third of the way between second and third base. And that's the last thing the Royals want to have happen right now, is for Tolbert to get picked off. Santillan gives him a look, and now the 1-2. Up and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Massey. The one thing Tolbert is doing a good job of is distracting Santillan and taking his attention away from the task at hand, and that's Michael Massey in the box. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Santillan to the plate. Massey swings and spoils it foul off to the left, out of play. Two balls, two strikes. Runner at second, one out, and a 2-2 tie in the ninth. Winner takes a series. Santillan sets, and here he comes again with the 2-2 pitch. Instead, an inside move, and he looks Tolbert back to second. He's out of those. Nothing but fastballs, all 7 pitches of this at bat. Up to 96. Santillan back home again, the 2-2 pitch. After a long hold, staring down Tolbert, here it comes. Up and away again with a fastball. The other hard part that you have to keep in mind if you're Santillan, if you do try to pick him off when he gets far off the bag and you don't get him by chance, he's going to go to third anyway. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Massey. Santillan to the plate. Swinging again, a foul into the seats, left side. Boy, Massey has given Santillan everything he can handle and then some.
Santillan has steadily stayed with that fastball on the outside corner or off the outside edge. No breaking balls, no pitches in.
Here's the 10th pitch of this at bat. There he goes. Swinging a line drive, base hit over second. That's into right. Here comes Tolbert around third. He will score. And Massey comes through, ending a 10-pitch at bat with a line drive, base hit into right field, and that was a fastball right down the middle. The Royals have the lead. It is 3-2. Now the batter is Nick Lofton. Santillan back to work now against Lofton. The right-hander turns it loose, and the pitch is in the dirt outside. Backhanded by Stevenson, and the runner Massey stays at first. One to 0 the count on Lofton. 0 for 3 tonight. A strikeout, a fly out to center, and a ground out to third base. Santillan readies, and here he comes with the 1-0 pitch to Lofton. And again, a breaking ball in the dirt outside. Would you have liked to have seen him thrown a breaking ball to Massey in that at bat?
Yes. Once he got to the 2-strike where he had him late, you could start that breaking ball on the outside corner, break it back to the middle, but down into the dirt. Because Massey was cheating on everything from that point on.
2-0. And there's a drive to left field. This is well struck. Back goes Blade. He turns and looks, and that's gone. A 2-run home run by Nick Lofton, his first of the year. The Royals have scored 3 times in the 9th inning and now have a 5-2 lead. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Lofton turning on a fastball down the middle, and he didn't miss it. Lane Thomas hits and watches a breaking ball down and away, and now a lot of the folks here at Great American Ballpark start to fill up the aisles. The right-hander's home with a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, one strike. Santillan readies, and here he comes. The 1-1 pitch, up and in. 2 balls, a strike on Lane Thomas. Just a crushing blow to the Reds here in the 9th inning. It all started with a base hit by Caglione. Santillan deals the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. Did he go? No. It is 3-1 on Lane Thomas. Massey ended a 10-pitch at bat with a go-ahead single, and it's immediately followed by Nick Lofton. 3-1 pitch. Thomas swings, pops it up, foul back behind home. That'll reach the seats. Stevenson off the mask, but they'll watch him land in the chairs behind home. Thomas up for the second time. Came off the bench and pinch hit in the 7th and flew out to center. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. 5-2 Kansas City in the 9th. Santillan's 3-2 pitch. Too high. So it's a walk of Lane Thomas. He heads down to first base. Now back to the top of the order, and Carter Jensen and Terry Francona's out of the Reds dugout. That's going to be it for Santillan. So pitching change in the 9th. Runner at first base and 1 man out. The Royals now leading the Reds 5-2. Reds tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on the Reds Radio Network.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more today. And learn more JTM. Let's create great dishes together.
Encounter the wonder of the Bible brought to life by the Ark Encounter in Williamstown, Kentucky. Be inspired by the life-size Noah's Ark and go inside to discover answers to your questions as you tour 130 stunning exhibits. Then meet real animals in our zoo. Take the kids to our experience powerful moments that deepen faith.
Some call this a dream. We call it Kentucky. Your next trip could be your next chapter. So pack up and come see us. It's never been easier to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
New pitcher for the Reds, making his major league debut. Right-hander Zach McCambly. McCambly acquired from the Marlins in the Reese Hines trade. He's quickly made his way onto the big league roster and onto the big league mound. So we'll see what he's got as you hear what he's got.
Well, I tell you what, you look what he's done in the minor leagues. He's having a great season between AAA stops. First AAA Jacksonville and then Louisville. And the first pitch to Carter Jensen is off the outside corner for ball 1. You hope that he just keeps on keeping on up here at the major league level. 1-0 on Jensen. Cambly readies at the belt, and here is the 1-0 pitch to Jensen. Off the outside corner. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. 2.37 ERA between the two stops. 2-1. 15 appearances. 15 appearances at third innings pitch. Just 8 earned runs allowed. The 2-0. And a strike call. And they walked only 8 over his third innings pitch. That against 37 strikeouts. Right-hander McCambly from the belt, home of the 2-1 pitch, and a breaking ball up and away. McCambly's 27 years old. Originally a third-round pick of the Marlins back in 2020 out of Coastal Carolina, Conway, South Carolina, over there by Myrtle Beach. 3-1 pitch. Runner goes and then swung on and fouled off the left side. Coastal's usually got a pretty good baseball program. Count is full, 3-2. Lane Thomas at first base with one man out. Camley originally a Rule 5 pick, but then was returned to the Marlins. And now dealt to the Reds. Camley's payoff pitch to Carter Jensen. This time the runner not going, and Jensen swings and misses at a cutter down and in. That's strike 3. 2 away, and McCamley strikes out. The first batter he faces in the big leagues.
Camley was heading to the dugout, and Tyler Stevenson held up 2 fingers as if to say, that's only 2 out.
You know, I wasn't going to embarrass the fella.
I was going to be embarrassing. It is what it is.
He was smiling as he looked into Stevenson and realized, oh, there's got to be 3 outs.
Look, it's just
outs.
Look, it's just
outs.
Look, it's just.
Here's the pitch to Bobby Witt. Breaking ball off the inside corner. The count is 1-0.
Makes for a great story later on.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I struck that fella out, and I was heading to the dugout. My feet were still floating in from the bullpen. That's how it works.
Yeah. The Camley readies, and here comes the right-hander's 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Then I looked up, and Bobby Witt Jr. was on deck.
I was hoping it was 3 outs so I didn't have to deal with Witt. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Camley's ready, and here he comes with a 1-1 pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. In the dirt with a breaking ball outside. Although you're out there, you're making your major league debut, go ahead. Give me one of the best hitters in the game right now. Pretty good litmus test right here. 2 balls, 1 strike, runner at first, 2 outs. McCamley to the plate with a 2-1 pitch. Swung on, Witt hits a little looping liner that floats into right center field. It's down for a hit. Benson's over to gather. First to third for Lane Thomas, who's a speedster, and now the Royals have him at the corners with 2 outs in the 9th. Already 3 runs home for Kansas City here.
I thought you were going to say Lane Kiffin for a minute there.
You got your mind on the SEC football, huh? Here's Bob.
Regional time in that territory, super regional time.
Here's Vinny Pasquantino. First pitch to Pasquantino. Witt's running, and Stevenson has no chance to get Witt. That'll be a stolen base for Bobby Witt Jr. His 20th steal of the year. And now the Reds are just going to go ahead and walk past Quintino. And now McCamley's got to deal with Salvador Perez and no wiggle room. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Salvador Perez has flied out to center. He is singled, reached on an air. Last time up, he struck out. 5-2 Royals. We're in the 9th inning. The Reds in the bottom half will have Steer, Benson, and Stevenson due up. Pitch to Perez. Check swing strike. He went 0-1 on Salvador Perez. Perez currently 7th on the all-time list for catchers. That list, home runs. 312 of them in his major league career. The 0-1 pitch. Perez swings, pops it high into the air. Toward the line and right. Long run Benson into foul territory. He's out of room. It's back into the seats. And Perez down to the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Everybody will reset. Western and Southern Financial Group wants to strike out cancer all season long. Every time a Reds pitcher strikes out a batter, Western and Southern donates to support cancer research, education, and care in the greater Cincinnati area. When it comes to fighting cancer, we're all in this together. 0-2 on Salvador Perez. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 3 in for the Royals already in the 9th, and here comes McCamley's 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul, third base side. Right now, McCamley's got a chance for a strikeout for his first major league batter faced. And now he's got a chance to strike out a future Hall of Famer in Salvador Perez in his big league debut. That would be a memorable night. The right-hander sets. And the 0-2 pitch to Salvador Perez. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He blew a fastball by him over the outside corner. And McCambley does strike out the future Hall of Famer Salvador Perez. Well, the Reds have some work to do. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. It's the Royals 5, Reds 2 on the Reds Radio Network.
Hi, it's Dan Horde. Cincinnati weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy Fiber Cement Siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
Save big money on your next project when you shop at Menards. Upgrade your home's energy efficiency with a new exterior door from Mastercraft. Building the highest quality doors in a variety of style options. Shop our huge in-stock selection or design your door your way, in-store or online. Save big on Mastercraft doors. Plus, view our weekly flyer on Menards.com and check out all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. $4, $6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Reds fans, don't miss the bus for the Reds versus Nationals, August 7th to 10th, as part of a 4-day adventure with Croswell Tours. Explore Washington, D.C. and all its history. Visit gocroswell.com for details.
Right-hander Alex Lang on for the second time in this series. He comes on here in the ninth. His last save, May 1st of 2024 against St. Louis. (0-2) with a 4.5 ERA. This will be his 25th appearance.
Well, see how it goes. Lang comes set. He deals with Spencer Steer. First pitch on the way to Steer is taken low on the outside corner for ball one. 1-0. Lang sets ready. The 1-0 pitch to Steer. Swinging a line drive over third. That's fair into the left field corner. Extra bases for Steer as he rounds first and goes coasting into second with a leadoff double here in the ninth to extend his hit streak to 7 games.
Well, that in itself will apply a little bit of artificial pressure to Mr. Lang, but the Reds still have a bit of work to do.
Here's Benson. If he reaches, then the Reds would bring the tying run to the plate. Right-hander Lang readies. The pitch to Benson. And he takes cutter down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Harry Francona talking about it in the pregame show today. One of the things you can count on with Will Benson. Probably going to give you a pretty good at bat. He's going to swing at strikes. He's not going to go chasing out of the zone. The pitch. Benson swings, pops it up. Foul, third base side, and it's going to reach the seats. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was Benson swinging at a strike last night over the outside corner and hooking it into the seats and right to tie the game in the 9th inning. Best case scenario tonight, he can bring the Reds within 1. 5-2 Royals. Lang sets ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Benson. Swing and a miss at a changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big a changeup really there from the right-hander Lang. It's right down the heart of the plate, and Benson was way early on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A look to second. The 1-2 pitch. Benson watches the changeup this time flutter off the plate outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Royals tonight, their road grays. Kansas City arched in blue across the front. Reds red alternate tops again. 2-2 pitch to Benson. Way in the dirt inside. Almost hit him in the feet with that changeup. And the count runs full, 3-2. First one he threw to Benson was right down the middle. He hadn't been close with either of the last 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Lang has the sign, readies. And the right-hander, after a look at second, deals the 3-2 pitch. Swing, and Benson barely got a piece of that fastball. Needed him back up after lulling him to sleep with those off-speed pitches. Still a full count here on Benson. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it was the cutter that got him that first pitch.
Payoff pitch on the way. And he didn't want to, but he chased a cutter down and in. So Benson is down on strikes. 1 gone in the 9th. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. This copyright reminder is presented by Dinsmore, the official legal counsel of the Reds. Edwin Arroyo is off the bench now to hit for Tyler Stevenson. Catcher out, pitching coach out, talking over how they want to attack Arroyo here in the 9th inning. Tying run on deck. That is Noelvi Marte that has moved out to hit for Matt McClain.
Well, fortunately for Arroyo, this is one pitcher that he has already seen one time. He did strike out in his first at bat, a little over-aggressive chasing a curveball, but at least he knows arm slot and what the repertoire is for Alex Lang.
Runner at second base. 1 out. Reds are down by 3 to the Royals here in the 9th inning. The pitch, swing and a miss. Cutter down and in. That was nowhere near the zone, and Arroyo took a murderous cut, came up empty, and the count's 0-1. Arroyo just recalled Monday from Louisville. First taste of the big leagues. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Arroyo. Swinging a little cue shot, foul up the third baseline, and the count's 0-2. Strikeouts already a problem in the early going for Arroyo. He's struck out 5 times in 7 at-bats. He does have his first major league hit out of the way. Wouldn't be a bad time for his first big league extra base hit. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Arroyo. Swing, and he barely got a piece of that. Fouled it off the catcher, Carter Jensen.
That was an emergency swing.
We have a moment. I want to thank our friends at Belterra Park, Cincinnati, for providing dinner tonight. Club sandwiches, some chicken strips, delicious, massive pretzel as well, and some fries. So thanks to those folks. 0-2 on Arroyo. 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They ask at third. He did not, says the crew chief, Andy Fletcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sure, he didn't go. One ball, 2 strikes. Lang looking at Steer at second. The 1-2 pitch to Edwin Arroyo. Way high and outside of that fastball. Cowboy, is there value in making a pitcher like Lang throw extra pitches in an inning like this?
Yeah, if you're in the first game of the series.
2-2, swinging Arroyo, fouls it away.
I mean, at this point, if you're Arroyo, you're not really concerned about pitch count. You're just battling for your life. I mean, you can see some of these swings. They are emergency swings at the last second.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lang again, way off the plate outside with a changeup. Well, this is a lengthy at bat, and we were talking about it the other night. Sometimes after a long at bat, the next guy is the beneficiary.
Coming back with that slider in here.
Question is, will he be able to lay off? Laying home with the payoff pitch to Arroyo. And it's a slider down the middle for strike 3 called. He laid off the slider. It was right down the heart of the plate. So Arroyo strikes out. Now 2 down. Actually kind of left it at the top of the zone, but it was right at the top of the zone.
Yeah, he just hung it. It popped out of his hand early. He's fortunate that he got the call there.
So now Noelvi Marte is the batter. Marte just recalled today, and he is pinch hitting for Matt McClain. Quick visit from Jansen out to the pitcher Lang to talk about how they want to attack Noelvi Marte. Marte certainly made the most of his time in Louisville. He hit .369 down there. Ton of homers. The first pitch in tight to Marte. Started to go, didn't. Marte thought it hit him. And now the Reds are going to take a look at it. See if it did in fact hit him. It was close. Marte thought it did. And Terry Francona says, go ahead, take a look at it. Ask the folks in New York what they think. Did it hit him? Well, I couldn't tell. It was close.
The call in the field was the batter was not hit by the pitch. Cincinnati's challenging.
So the Reds want him to take a look at it. It got very close. I just don't think you can really tell. At least I can't. Did you see something that makes you think maybe it hit him?
I didn't see the material move, but I'm sure from Marte's point of view, just how close the pitch was and the velocity of it, you probably felt it.
He probably felt the air move.
You probably felt it, but the question is, it did not make the arm sleeve move, and that's going to be a key for the folks in the replay booth looking back at it.
It is very, very close, and his sleeve is white, and it's kind of more of a compression type sleeve.
Yeah, I didn't see the skin move. Nope. Forearm move back, but I mean that's about as close as it could get without being hit. Worth a challenge by no means. I'd challenge it too.
Yeah, I mean you're in the 9th inning. There's 2 outs. Why not? Marte immediately thought it hit him. But like you said, when the ball's that close, you probably feel it. Under at second.
And the reaction from Marte was not delayed. It was absolute and quick.
The other thing that you're doing here is you're icing Lang a little bit because they're taking a long look at it. Let's find out.
After review, the call in the field stands. Was not a hit by pitch. The batter will remain at bat with 1 ball. And Cincinnati will lose their challenge for the remainder of the game.
Well, Marte will dig back in. That's the voice of crew chief Andy Fletcher. Runner at second, 2 away. 1-0 the count on Noelvi Marte. Blake Dunn waiting in the on-deck circle. 5-2 Royals. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning here at Great American Ballpark in the series finale. Royals scoring 3 times at the top of the inning off Tony Santillan to take the lead. Here's the 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner, called a strike. Marte said, no, that was away.
The batter's challenging the call strike.
That was really close, too. Let's see. It was a ball. Good challenge.
Maybe he was right the first time.
That's right.
What are we doing?
I mean, those are 2 challenges.
You couldn't slide a piece of paper between the ball and the plate on that one.
1/10 of an inch off the plate. Probably about how close the ball was to his forearm. 2-0 pitch now to Marte. That's off the outside corner. 3-0 on Noelvi Marte. Well, the good news is he's laid off some borderline pitches here. 3-0. Tying run on deck, the 3-0 pitch. High ball 4. That wasn't close. So the Reds will at the very least bring the tying run to the plate and give themselves a chance here in the 9th inning.
Well, you're bringing the guy to the plate that's hit the only home run for the Reds in the ball game.
He did that back in the 5th inning, and that was a 2-out home run.
And he hit a breaking ball out.
It was a 2-run, 2-out home run that tied the game at 2. He's 2 for 4 tonight. The right-hander deals, and Dunn bunts and bunts it foul, rolling it up the first base line. 0-1 on Blake Dunn. J.J. Bleday's waiting on deck, and that's kind of a favorable matchup if it gets to Bleday, and you wonder if maybe that's kind of what Dunn's thinking here. Look, I just want to get on so Bleday has a chance.
Well, you could see Dunn look at the third baseman, Lofton, out of the corner of his eye just as he set up.
0-1 on Dunn. Lang, the set, the pitch. Check swing strike. He went chasing a slider down, and the count is 0-2 now on Blake Dunn.
Probably going to see that again.
No balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, center field right at Lane Thomas. He's there waiting on it. He's got it, and that's all. Reds fall 5-2. The Royals take this series 2-1 from the Reds here at Great American Ballpark. We're back to wrap it up right after this on the Reds Radio Network.